sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. On the Denver sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His team, one of the great stories in the first month, 4-0 to begin this season. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Cleveland. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. It might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction.
Out in trouble, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through two plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked up by Patrick Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week.
And he will get into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. His sixth touchdown now for the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
He'll start at the 4. Oh, yeah. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to see the football for the second time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years, it feels like things change a little bit. Right now, it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Is that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
First down run picks up 8, so now it's second and a couple.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Judkins. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now this time they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Wright. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Broncos offense ready for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. Here's Nims to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Denver.
On the ground, this is Harvey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. So a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's first and 10. He connects with Nims.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 4. On the give, this is Harvey. He'll push forward for about a yard. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. Third and 2. Here we go.
And it's third down.
Working out of the gun. It's Nims. He finds Nims. It's complete. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down. Here's first and 10.
That's another Broncos first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nims. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
Broncos first down. First and 10 of the
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Here's a second and 12.
brings up second and 12 at the 15-yard line.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the shotgun, here's Nims. And this ball incomplete on third down. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. No issues there. This one is good. And and the Broncos will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And it's been a rocky start. Interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it.
Ready up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jonathan Cooper getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
17-yard line.
Ready. 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Complete to Cooper. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Here's Ethan Evans now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 10-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd. And 5 situation. Play action now. It's Nims. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw is Nims. Got it into the hands of Nims. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Harvey. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
He's going to keep it himself. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision, he gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground. We give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Nims. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. His 4th TD grab of the season. The extra point is up and through. Broncos move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
Okay, ready?
From 29. Here's second down and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Here's the punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. To return, it's Nims. And it's a good, solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play to kick off this drive. An even 40 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. It is 2nd and 9. They'll throw. It's Nims. On the run to the right. Now he'll run it. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. Harvey trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So Can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
It's now 4th and goal.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this one. First down now. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays,
A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshon Judkins out of the backfield. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
On second down, it's Nims. Open man downfield, it's Franklin. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Denver first down.
Broncos first down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Second down, they need 7. A run with Harvey. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down. Nick's going to look to throw. That one, take it in. Marvin Nims. Touchdown, Broncos. The extra point is good. And the Broncos able to add on. It is now 27-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Hooper with the grab. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Catch is made by Wright. They'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Duvernay with the grab. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 11. And the Browns first down.
They'll look to throw again. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll come up to third and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
Back to throw. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. This from 30 yards out. Lutz's kick is good. And the Browns are on the board just before halftime. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the Panthers in the NFC South. And this is Chris Godwin. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. The Buccaneers move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints at home to take on Washington. And here is Nick Chubb. He'll find an opening and take it in, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From 31, here's second down and 7. Again, it's Harvey. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nims. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they will finally run him down. A big-time play for the Broncos. 35 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nims. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It is 2nd and 6.
29-yard line.
Handoff now for Harvey. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the 1st down inside the 25.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. At the 14-yard
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Ready!
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. Up the sideline to the 40. And strong running there as they're finally able to bring him down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
That's good.
Come on.
1st down.
65, 6.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 33-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught left side by Cooper. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check.
On the ground, Judkins. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st
Back to
and
60,
10 at
back
the
to
11-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Browns are able to cut into the deficit.
Browns 10.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Harvey. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Michigan man Mason Graham in there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Nims. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Nims there. And 3rd down coming up. Throwing. Nims. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Jeremy Crawshaw in punt formation for the Broncos.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, faking the give. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Taking advantage of the route to run a gain of 19 on the scramble. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line.
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Here we go. Set.
Going now from the gun. Open man, that's Duvernay. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7.
He'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Browns are able to edge a bit closer.